especially since I'm in a place called Cranmorn.
I think I'll go to Dragonstar. There's an arena up there. Lots of gold for the taking.
I didn't put any stock into the words of those stargazers until I saw my first sand giant. It cut a horse in half. I haven't run so fast since I was stealing meat on the streets of Riften. Now we're all listening a bit more closely.
Swan Clawed Kicker.
Everyone is these days. Funny how a few months ago, they were just a bunch of star-obsessed loonies. Now, they're the only folks with any idea what's going on. Their observatory is up on top of that big hill there. Can't miss it.
So was it really necessary to ask people about it or just to come here?
Speak quickly. I am very busy and our order is stretched to the breaking point. Of course. I'm sorry. You've come to help us and I'm being rude. Then I'll start from the beginning. A short while ago, the 3 guardian star signs, the warrior, the mage, and the thief, vanished from the night sky. I wish I knew. I've studied the stars my whole life. I've heard them speak, but now they're silent. It's eerie. All I know is when the Guardians disappeared, 3 powerful beings started attacking Craglorn. They call themselves the Celestials. I don't know. It's not a name I'd ever heard before. 2 of the Celestials identify themselves as the Warrior and the Mage. The third, strangely, calls himself the Serpent, after the 13th constellation. The thief is nowhere to be found. The Stargazers consists of scholars who are no match for the current threat. We need champions to face the Warrior, the Mage, and the Serpent, and, if possible, to find the thief. Join us. Be our strong arm, our sharp sword against the Celestials. Thank you. We have a lot of work to do. But first, you must become an official member of our order. Enter the Circle of Stars and accept our blessing. Stars above, let this new light do your will.
Accept them, O stars.
What the fuck's going
Let
on?
them always follow where you lead,
Oh,
Please aid them.
and bless them to restore those who have fallen from glory, our missing guardians.
Oh, please bless them.
We must talk. Do not be afraid. I am a friend. I did not know any other way to contact you without revealing myself. Even now, the Serpent's followers, the Scaled Court, are searching for me. I am the Celestial Thief. I appeared with the other Guardians when the Serpent broke free and manifested in Tamriel. One by one, the Serpent trapped the others. First the Warrior, then the Mage. He wants to do the same to me. Yes, they attacked Craglorn against their will. Listen, the Serpent's nature is chaos. He wants to undermine the very order of reality. He will not stop with Craglorn. My power alone is not enough. You must free the other Guardians. I will help you as much as I dare, but the Serpent is looking for me. If he ensnares me as he has the others, all is lost. Hara and the Stargazers will help you. Use their knowledge. Look for the presence of the Scaled Court. Where they are, the Serpent is surely at work. But you must not tell anyone you saw me. The Serpent's followers are everywhere. In a way, just as you might look at a picture of the star signs and say, that's the thief, or that's the warrior. Just so, I'm the thief, or one way of seeing the thief. Of the 12 rightful star signs, it's the Guardian's duty to protect the lesser signs. our charges against the destructive ways of the Serpent. With the warrior and mage under the Serpent's control, their charges are vulnerable. So is Tamriel. It would be surprising if I didn't. The Stargazers are only dimly aware of it, but they carry an ancient legacy as students of the star signs. Their devotion has not gone unnoticed.
Return? What the? Where did I go?
You have been accepted by the stars above. You are now one of us. The stars have accepted you. I just hope it is not too late. Volumes of prophecy have been written about the stars, but not even the oracles foresaw these events. Gather allies before you leave the city. You'll need loyal friends to face the armies of the warrior, the mage, and the serpent.
Oh, Lord.
Return to me each time you learn something new. I will use what you learn to devise a plan to defeat the Celestials. It appears that the Serpent has gathered the bulk of his forces in the mountainous region to the north and sealed himself within. So much the better. That gives us a chance to learn what we can about this threat and plan a defense. Tradition holds that the warrior is one of the guardians who defends the other stars against the Serpent. But the warrior celestial who has recently appeared is no friend. He commands a merciless army of ancient Yokudan warriors called the Ankara. All I know is they are ancient and dangerous. I've heard intriguing rumors from the Daggerfall Covenant outpost to the west of a champion who appeared about the same time as the Ankara. That may be a good place to start looking for answers. One of our number, Errol, has been examining old Nedic writings on the subject. He hopes to find insight into the Celestial's sudden appearance. Errol is smart, but he's not exactly battle-hardened. I'd be grateful if you'd help him. Tradition holds that the mage, the warrior, and the thief are the guardian star signs. But the magical events in the foothills of Craglorn, including an ever-growing army of Atronachs, suggest that the mage has fallen under the Serpent's control. Strange things, difficult to describe. A large spell scar in the middle of the desert, and the appearance of two high elves in Belkarth, each claiming to be the mage herself. It's as if the mage tried to fight back against the Serpent and lost. I wouldn't rule it out, but I haven't had time to look into their claims. You're free to investigate, but be wary of a trap. The Serpent could simply be baiting us. Last I heard, the women were still at the Crossroads Tavern here in Belkarth. The Atronachs were originally summoned by a circle of conjurers from the city of Elenhir to defend Craglorn against the Dark Anchors, but it's clear they're answering to another master now. And if anything, their numbers are growing. I'm at a loss. The conjurers who summoned the Atronachs have disappeared. But since the Atronachs were summoned to defeat the Dark Anchors, perhaps the Dolmens hold a clue.
Talk to who? Of course.
Please, you must help. There was a terrible accident. My colleague is in grave danger. My colleague, Kelman Locke. We're sorcerers. He leads my circle, or Lehadai. We sought to shatter a dark anchor at its base, to show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently, so we traveled to the Proving Grounds Dolmen, but our plan went horribly awry. The Circle summoned Atronox to destroy the Dark Anchor. Instead, they turned on the Circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no conjurer. I wasn't next to the summoning when it happened. It's the only reason I escaped to seek help.
I feel like this is a bad idea.
He fell right out of the... You're here to laugh at me as well? I saw what I saw. He was naked as the full moons in a cloudless sky. Dragon Star Arena, where I lost everything? A sure win, they said. Only fools wouldn't bet, they said. Then that bare-arsed imbecile dropped out of nowhere and threw the match. Out of thin air shouting nonsense about defeating the Ankara. The guard took him to Bankarai Gate if you're headed that way. He's the indecent Imperial going on about Celestial this and that. If you see him, tell him he owes me 1,000 gold.
A naked man.
Staying out of trouble.
last reach has Stage of Plains, and this one has Celestial Rift. That's not it.
You're getting winded.
No. You don't say. Oh, what's that? Just curious for like half a second.
Another one, eh? Come to gawk at Titus the Mad? Well, I'm not insane, no matter what you may have heard. And I might be your only hope to defeat the Ankh-Ra. The Ankh-Ra, the cursed Yokudan army that has invaded Craglorn. They serve the Celestial Warrior, but their true master is their general, a man of unmatched cruelty named Tarash Z. I can help defeat him and the Ankh-Ra if you'll only listen. Call me Titus. It's a long story, but I'm familiar with Tarash Z and his army of Ankh-Ra. Centuries ago, they were part of the Ragada, the Yokudan invasion force that subdued and conquered Craglorn. But Tarash Z and his army were among the worst. Undead? Huh! These are no rotting Draugr or mindless skeletons. But it's true. They can't hardly be called living either. Untie these bonds and help me stop them. I'll tell you what I can when I'm free. It'd be an amusing story if the situation weren't so dire. An unseen force pulled me from my time into yours and dropped me in the midst of Dragonstar's grand melee, stark naked. I won, naturally. Then the soldiers arrested me, just as naturally. We're all from the past. I'm just from farther past. I can explain better what's going on if you free me and help me stop Tarash Z and the Ankh-Ra. And maybe find me some clothes as well? Thank you. You are a noble soul. Perhaps you'll actually believe my extraordinary tale when there is time to tell it. But first, meet me at the cave called Buried Sands. If my suspicions are correct, we'll find something we need there. Ah, that'll be sore tomorrow. Let's get away from here before we're seen. I'll try to grab some proper clothes and a weapon. Meet me at the cave known as Buried Sands. There's something I have to retrieve there. I'll explain more when you arrive. You made it. Good. There's an ancient burial chamber at the rear of this cave. That's where we need to go.
And why do we need to go there? Recent disturbances along the trade route south of Dragonstar are under investigation by Daggerfall Covenant High Command. Orders are to investigate a network of caves near the road, which the locals call hidden dunes or buried sands, and report back on any bandits found there. Note that High Command considers recent rumors of giant warriors of sand and stone to be unsubstantiated? Such rumors should not be spread and should be treated with utmost skepticism.
Ankh-Ra, the self-proclaimed Emperor Tarish Z's personal army. Each warrior pledged eternal loyalty to the Emperor. The cursed form they wear is the mark of their servitude.
To run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
If the Ankh-Ra have risen from beneath the sands, it can only mean that Tarish Z has returned as well. They are bound, you see. They rise to his call. Once he ruled these lands, he will seek to do so again.
this dungeon and then pull it. That didn't help.
The Royal Guard gave up their lives when the Emperor died, each buried in separate hidden tombs. With them are the Royal Seals, the keys to the Royal Crypt. One such tomb is here, and if I'm right, one of the seals.
Get back, you fetcher!
Here it is. The entrance to the chamber. Follow me.
No.
This is it. The tomb I spoke of. My tomb. A resting place of great honor granted to me by Tarish Z himself. You see, I am not of this time. Centuries ago, I sought to end the reign of the self-proclaimed Emperor Tarish Z by working secretly from within his royal guard. The presence of this tomb means that I failed in my mission. Witness, my remains beside a royal seal. The seal is what we are seeking. It's one of the keys needed to enter Tarish Z's crypt. The last thing I remember before appearing in this time was the sound of a battle horn. Then I heard the voice of the one you call the Celestial Warrior. Tarish Z must have heard the same call. It is why we have appeared in this time. Ah, much better. There are 2 more seals to recover. 2 more tombs of the Royal Guard. The vanity of Tarish Z will serve us well. He had scribes record every conquest, every monument. They will have written about the burial places of all his retainers. In my time, a great library existed in a place called Ranizah. If it's still there, the information we need could be inside. Think on what I've told you. If you decide to believe my tale, meet me at the library.
I'll finish exploring this at another time.
Off with you, Swit!
I'm gonna die. That scared me a bit.
tome should be here somewhere. Tarash Z would have wanted everyone to know of his glorious deeds. Wait, that's it! Let me see that! Riza and Tommen. I know you must be mentioned in here. Ah, here it is. Both were granted personal burial chambers near the falls to the north. I pray the entrances have not been buried. We should split up to save time. You find Riza and Tommen's tombs and retrieve their royal seals. I'll go to Tarash Z's crypt and scout it out. We need to know what we're facing. When you have the seals, meet me at the crypt. With luck, we can catch Tarash Z unawares. Good luck. I'll see you soon.
Okay, I'm gonna call it here. Because I still have to take a shower and I have to be up early to get to work. Good night.